Hi guys, it's Jackie. Today I thought I'd do a video of me showing all those bridal beauties who are going to get married during quarantine how to do their makeup. So if you want a soft look, go ahead and watch this video. Let's go on to the video this way. And go. So let's begin. I wanted to do a makeup look that right now during quarantine, I know it's hard to book makeup artists. A lot of people don't want to put their products on your face right now because yeah, they could be sanitary and you could be cleaning them effectively, but it's like costs a lot to have a makeup kit, and maybe clients don't want to risk it just in case, you know, because everything going on. So I thought I wanted to do an easy tutorial for anybody to do their makeup just in case they couldn't get a makeup artist. And I know not everybody knows how to do makeup. This video it's just going to be a simple step-by-step of how to do it. It's not going to be anything too dramatic. I think I'm going to go with something neutral but slightly pink-ish. So yeah, I think I'm going to start off with my eyes only because it's easier to start from the eyes and not the face, just in case you make any mistakes on the eyes and it falls onto the face, everything's not ruined. So I'm going to ignore my brows for right now, and I'm just going to go, I'm going to try to do affordable and some high-end products. I don't want everything to be high-end, only because, again, it's quarantines. Maybe we don't have the products that we usually do, and it'd be just easier and quicker to pick up stuff from the drugstore. I'm going to start off with this Maybelline New York concealer, and I'm going to apply it to my eyes. Get like a good amount in there. I know this seems like, oh my gosh, that it wasn't going to be dramatic and it looks like I'm doing a lot, but this is a step you want to include just to make your eyeshadow glide on softly. And then just with the brush, I'm going to buff that all out. Actually, you know what, to make it easier, I'm going to get my beauty blender and just blend that in. That way it's just easier for anybody out there who might not work with a brush, because I know most people do like to do their makeup with a sponge rather than a brush. Okay, now that that's ready, you could go with any powder you'd like. It could be a loose translucent powder, it could be your everyday powder. I'm gonna go ahead and get like my everyday powder, which is my Maybelline Fit Me, only because it provides a little bit extra coverage. And I think I'm going to go in straight with my beauty blender as well. Just rub it in there and apply it to my eye. Now that that step is complete, I'm going to go ahead and take a palette that is most likely in everybody's kit. I know a lot of people like to get this palette, so I'm just going to go based on just that one palette. That way you're not switching between palettes and it's not as difficult. Now you don't need this exact palette. You could go ahead and use any other palette with similar colors. It's just the one I have, and I know a lot of you guys are going to have this palette. Maybe not all. That's okay. Use what you got. There's no need to go and buy this palette. So I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm going to take raw Sienna, which is this sort of brown orangey shade, on a fluffy brush, and it's going to work as our transition shade. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit closer. Okay, I zoomed you guys in a little bit closer, that way you could see exactly what I'm doing. I'm taking that on a fluffy brush, tapping off the excess, and I'm going to apply it straight. I'm going to dab it on first, the product in the outer corner of my eye. And then just start making little circular motions. And run it all across my crease. Again, done. Circular motions. Spend your time on this, make sure it's well blended. This is really gonna pay out when you're applying your next shade. Okay, so you see that I've applied both of them to the lids. You want to build it up slowly, again pushing it, then blending, then pushing, then blending, just to make sure that you get the most beautiful blend. Now I'm going to go in with a different brush, and I'm going to go in with the color Warm Taupe. I'm going to dip that in, and again, excess, and I'm just going to apply that to the edge, tapping motions first. You want to tap it just on the outer corners, building it up slowly, and then start slowly moving it into your crease, but not all the way quite yet. So tap, tap, tap. And now you want to start going into the crease. And now, like there's going to be, after you put most of the product on the corner of your eye, you just want to start sweeping it softly and gently into your crease. Should look something like this. Now I'm going to go in with my brush that I originally used for the first transition shade, and without adding any new color, just the one that I originally had, I'm going to blend that in. You may need a bit more, but for right now I think that's okay. Okay, you see there, I have done the other eye off camera. So you could go ahead and leave it look like this. This looks like a very nice look. It's very soft, but I'm gonna add Vermeer, yeah, this little pinky shade here, right inside my lid. I think this is the perfect bridal color. I'm not gonna wet my brush or anything. These are really creamy. Actually, I'm gonna put it with my finger first, and then I'm gonna pack it on with the brush. Okay, so finger first. Just wanna pop it. So just kind of map out, if you have more hooded eyes, you want to go just a little bit on top of your crease, which is what I'm doing, and then with your brush to be more precise and to pack it on, just want to open your eye, pack that on, and you can tug at your eye a bit and map that out. Now it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to go back in and blend this on. I'm going to go back in with the brush I used for the second eyeshadow, the darker one. And I'm going to go ahead and start blending. Okay, and again, I'm going to go back in with my blending brush, grab some more of raw Sienna, and blend that out. Basically, it's a lot of blending. So I blended both eyes, sorry. And this is the look. It's very simple. I'm just going to pop on some lashes, and that should be for the eyes. So I popped on the lashes now, and I've applied mascara. I went in with my telescopic mascara, but I would go in with a waterproof mascara just because you want to make sure that in case there's crying or anything, you don't want it to spill, but that's the only one I have right now, so that's the one I used. And you don't have to wear lashes again, you could just wear anything else. The lashes that I'm wearing I think are very nice for brides who want to look glammed up but not too much. They're the Demi Wispies. They're very natural. They're very beautiful. Do you see them? So I'm going to do my brows now before we get started on the face. I like to use Milani Make It Last Setting Spray and some soap that I put into this little container. Just any soap. Grab that product with your spoolie and just apply it. With the same brush, you could actually use, this is what I do on some clients. I'll go in with an eyeshadow that matches their brows and just put it in. It's basically the same thing. I'm going with this Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Brown Powder Duo. Now I'm going to start off with the softest shade and apply that everywhere, and then where I need more dimension in the corners, I will add that. So. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go in with the foundation that we're going to use, which is going this L'Oreal foundation. Only because, again, I want to go with a soft look and more affordable. So this one you can get at any drugstore, and I love, 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 love this foundation. I think it's great and very buildable. And with brush, I'm gonna carve out my eyebrows. Foundation is going to be a little bit, it's going to vary on person to person. If you have really oily skin, maybe you want to go with a more matte finish moisturizer. If you're less oily, more dry, you want to go with a more moisturizing lotion. I'm more combination. I'm going to go ahead and go in with the embryos. I need to learn how to say that, but I don't. This one, and I'm also going to go with my Cetaphil because I'd rather have glowy skin. I would recommend doing like a practice test of makeup. I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear foundation. I really like this foundation. It comes with SPF, but I really like it because it's very buildable and very natural. Also, if you're looking for something more high-end, the Rare Beauty one is high-end, but it's affordable. I think it's $30. And it's very soft as well. It's a very buildable and natural foundation, as well as the NARS. NARS is a little bit more, I would say, full coverage, but if you work with it right, it could be very light. So I'm gonna just take this with my beauty blender and bounce it. I'm gonna go in with this Makeup Revolution Champagne Luminous Highlighter. I'm gonna take it. Anywhere where you want to shine. Now I'm gonna contour my face. I'm just gonna apply that. I would recommend applying it on your hand first. I think it's just better to apply product on your hand first because you don't want to go straight into it with your face, especially if you're new at this, because you could just mess it up right away. So with my beauty blender, I'm using the same beauty blender. I haven't cleaned it. I'm just making sure I use sides that have like little to no product. I'm just going to bounce it on my beauty blender, grabbing the product, distribute it evenly on my beauty blender, and then I'm almost going to pinch my beauty blender. I'm going to bounce it. I'm going to go in again with that concealer that we went in with our eyes, the Maybelline New York concealer, and apply just a bit. I'm going to go right here. Again, do as much or as little as you want. I'm just going to go ahead and go in with my, I like the Airs one. I really do. I love it a lot. It's very good. But I really love the Laura Mercier. I love their just translucent powder. And I also love this like one that has like a shimmer. It's like the glow. So I would recommend this for under your eyes, which is what I'm going to do. Just basically the center of my face. But on the outside of my face, I'm going to go in with the glow. So I just love the look that this gives you. I'm going to go in with an actual brush. And you know what? I'm going to apply that everywhere. It's just beautiful. So I'm going to go in with the Hoola bronzer. That's the one that I recommend. I don't know any drugstore one. I'm not gonna recommend any. I haven't found one that I love as much as I love the Hoola one. I'm just gonna slightly Give my nose a little contour, but nothing too dramatic. Now blush, you could go in with, I really like this Cheeky, but I don't want to do a cream. I want to go in with this powder one. Blush tends to go away. It's the first thing to leave the face, but I think it just looks more beautiful when it's a powder, especially when you've added all of this in. If you add too much, it's gonna be too glowy if you add cream, but it's your preference. That color, and then I'm gonna pop in this pinky shade just because I want it to look a little bit more glowy and lively. More, you know, wet-esque. So now we're gonna go in with highlight again. You can choose to go with highlight, you can choose to not go with highlight, and then we sort of have a highlight glow going on here already. But I'm gonna be dramatic and use again Becca and Opal, same as the last video, because Becca and Opal is quite far my favorite highlight. If I line on my nose right here. Then I like to go in with a little brush and apply it to my inner corner because it gives you that pop. Apply that on the bottom, just like the 1/3 of our bottom eye. I take the color Raw Sienna, and again with just a flat brush like this, run it underneath my eye. Okay, so this is what the look turned out. I think I love it. It looks so cute. Again, I don't know if the camera's picking it up nice, but I think it came out super cute. I think it's perfect for weddings. Even if you're just going like as, you know, a wedding person. What's it called? What's a wedding person called?
2 hours later.
I guess. I've been in quarantine for too long. I haven't had a conversation with people. Anyways, yeah, just imagine it like with a mask. I don't have my mask, so just imagine it with my headband. It looks really cute. So cute. It's super simple. I try to make it as easy as possible. I haven't popped up any lipstick, but I'm about to do that right now. I'm just gonna use this one. So I like this one. This one's the Gerard Cosmetics in Serenity. It's like, this is really bright pink. Well, not really bright pink, but it's a nice pink. I think it's really wearable for a wedding. I think that's it for that look. So, see you guys next time. Bye. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it.